Welcome to Curated Clean, the podcast.
Where we get our hands dirty so you don't have to.
We are your curators and hosts. My name is Whitney.
My name is Mandy.
And my name is Michelle, but I go by Mike.
And today we're doing a curator corner, so I'm just going to go over a couple things that I personally have tried. These are products that not all of us have tried yet, but ones we just wanted to bring to the table. So I am going to talk to you guys about is a little product called My Little Mascara Club.
Ooh, I want to hear about this.
This is something that I've had problems with in the past. I've never been able to find a clean mascara that I've actually liked or worked.
So hard.
It's never like pigmented and it's always really flaky. Mm-hmm. So
let me see this.
I have seen this.
She's talked about this, but
ad on all kinds of social media things forever and was like,
I
don't
like
know.
the look of the wand. I like
should
it.
I pull the trigger? So one day I was like, I'm just going to do it. So I decided to buy it. Now you can do a subscribe and save with this. I just did the one-time purchase because I'd never tried it. And
the bottle is little though. Should that be scary to me?
No, they do it little, which actually I fully agree with this. They make little ones because obviously if you get a big thing of mascara, every time you pull that wand out, you're introducing air and whatever bacteria. And so my mascara always gets really like dry and I don't even get to use the whole tube because it's dried out before I even use it all.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So that's why they do this. And also the wand is only, if you're watching, the wand is only like, maybe the length of my, not even really my palm.
No, it's nice, and I like the shape of this.
Yes, the actual wand, like the spoolie part, is curved so that you can actually really get in there and get your lower lashes and your top lashes.
I dig it.
It looks moisturizing too. It doesn't look clumpy.
It really is.
Does it come in different colors, or is it only black?
I think, no, they have brown and they have black. They might have a brown black too. I got the black because I like to wear black mascara, but
so do I.
They did have other ones. But their main claim to fame is that they kept saying we're rated 0 on Think Dirty. And I was like, what is Think Dirty? So I got on there. I'm going to try to, they have an app if you go to just like your app store or wherever. And it's just literally called Think Dirty. It's just a black square is what the app looks like with, it just says Think Dirty.
Is it free or do you have to pay for it?
It is free.
Okay.
The thing I like about it is that it's kind of like EWG. We've talked about like the environmental working group where you can go to like skin deep and look things up. I think this one's a lot easier. They're a newer app. They don't have as many things on there. They do have they have some sunscreens. They do have some laundry detergent that I saw and deodorants, but they mostly focus on like
cosmetics
and like body care, like lotion and things. But the thing I like about it is that if you're out and about at the store, you can just scan the barcode and it will come. If they have it on there, it will just pop up and tell you what they rate it with all the ingredient listed.
That does make it a lot easier to use.
It does, because we've been honest about this. Environmental working group is great, but it's sometimes cumbersome to use, especially because if you want to go into the makeup area, you have to go to the skin deep part. Or if you want to go, and
it's
so
not easy on the go.
No, I was going to say, if you're out and about, if I'm in the makeup aisle and I'm like, I'm not going to try this, I have to pull up the website, then I have to go to Skin Deep, then I have to do all this searching, which...
And if you have slow connection in the middle of a store, it's like,
a mess
forget
and a
it.
half. Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah.
And with the Think Dirty app, another good thing is that, let's say you scan something and it comes up, they say, we don't have this. You can, they give you the opportunity to upload pictures of the product and then take pictures of like the ingredient list. And then they will say,
so you're
we'll add
helping
it.
to build their database.
Because right now, I don't think they're very big. I don't know how long they've been around, but they don't have, some stuff I looked up, they did not have it on there, which is totally fine. I went ahead and submitted it. Hope, fingers crossed that they will get that on there.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
awesome.
if they will.
Yeah, cool.
So, but yeah, this, if anybody's watching, it's maybe like the length of like, if I opened up my finger and thumb, maybe like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not super big.
It's probably like 3.5 inches long.
It almost looks like a sample size.
It looks like a sample size.
It looks like a sample size.
But the spoolie doesn't.
Yeah,
no, the spoolie looks normal.
Yeah. The spoolie is normal sized. And
I feel like
now,
you could throw
how
this in
long
your
is
bag.
it supposed to last you when you buy it?
I think they're subscribe and say they'll send you. I think you can set up for either every month or every other month.
Okay,
I
so
don't
it's
go
supposed to last you about a month.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't go through mascara that quickly.
So this one says the volume and curl formula. So it has, I'm assuming, different formulas.
I think they have one other one
like
that
a
was
lengthening
just like
or
a
something?
lengthening one. I did that one just because I like the shape of the wand and the spoolie was curved.
My question. This is my question for you, because we've all tried so many natural mascaras. The thing I hate the most, even though I know that it's good for me, it's better for me than others, does this flake off on you?
It really doesn't. And I've used it another thing, which this is kind of what got me to finally pull the trigger on it. In an ad they had, a girl put it on and she let it dry and then she literally rubbed her finger over her eye and nothing came off. I was like, oh, that's going to be super smudged. Now it is I don't know if it actually says that it's waterproof. I'm assuming it is, but it's kind of hard to get off. Like you can't just take, because I was just taking like a makeup and everything. I could just, you have to kind of set that on and let it like soak for a second.
Oh.
So you can't just wash it off with like your face wash or water. You do have to use like makeup remover.
Okay, so actually for a person like me, who my favorite style of mascara is when you've put 3 layers on.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I love it.
I'm still living in the 90s, everybody. Like when I was in high school, it was like the cool girls.
You got the blackest black.
They literally, I got the blackest black mascara in the pink tube with the green handle. And
you know what we're talking about.
You put a layer on, you let it dry, you put another layer on, and then 3 days later, you finally washed your eyes enough.
You'd
wear it
with
for
all
days.
the heavy
You washed your
eyeliner.
face. You washed your face at night, but you did not wash your mascara off.
No,
You're just
you
going to
didn't.
put a new layer on top of the morning.
And that's how you got, well, that was before false lashes were like the thing.
Yeah.
That's how you made it look like you were wearing falsies.
Just
because
keep layering up.
Nowadays, all the youngsters out there, if you're listening, you couldn't just, there was like 1 or 2 types of false lashes that you could buy at a makeup store.
Yeah.
They didn't have like a million kinds.
And they weren't really like the best quality.
No, and you usually had to get them around Halloween time, and they were junky, and they
were that
didn't-
nasty glue.
You literally
that's
wore
like,
them one time, and then they were done. There wasn't like tweezers that you put them on with.
It just wasn't the thing. You know,
you wore it for costuming.
Yeah.
Like I wore it for dance and drill and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but you didn't like on the daily wear that.
No, and people do today.
They do.
Yeah.
But
And it looks fabulous, but that was how you got the look.
Yeah.
So my thing is, it doesn't bother me if it kind of sticks on a little bit. Like after I wash it, like
I'll be fine.
At the end of the week when it's caked on there, then I'll
you'll
take it
do
all off.
the full.
So,
Yes.
because I don't have the time to do falsies. I would totally
Oh,
do
I
that.
don't
I love
either.
the look, but I don't have the time. So for me, I'm actually not opposed to
I
that.
lack the skill, but I would love to wear false lashes every day because I think they look great. But I've never been good at putting them on. So let's be honest, I have like something hanging on halfway, and people would be like, "What happened to your eye?" And I'm like, well, "It's my false lashes.
my
They're
false
beautiful."
Don't look at them. I need to re-glue them. Anyway, okay,
So
cool.
overall,
So what is
this-
that called? My little, what is it?
It's called My Little Mascara Club, and I believe it literally is just mylittlemascaraclub.com. I can't
cool.
remember, but
So do you have to subscribe?
No, I just did one. It was a one-time purchase because I wanted to try it.
How much was it?
I had a 10% off code too, so it was like I think it came out to like 22 or something with shipping. So really, I mean, not you're going to pay more than like a drugstore brand for a tube of mascara, and I get that it's smaller, but there's a lot of product that I'll probably actually be able to use the entire tube without having to throw it away because my big tubes. I get probably like almost through, but then I get to the end of it and it's just like clumpy, dried out things. And
Well,
I have
and
to
we've
throw it
often
away.
talked about
So-
this. Right now, like there's not a bunch of people are pushing for natural mascaras.
It's true.
So until we always talk about this purchase power, until you start spending your money where you want it to be in cleaner products, they won't make them and they won't be more readily available, and the price tag usually goes up.
They are higher. Yes.
So my thing is, you know, if we can push for brands to be cleaner and we stop buying the brands that are dirty, then you know,
only
that's
gonna
when
have
we
a couple
shift the
options.
market.
That's when
and
they'll
that
wake
happens
up.
every
Yes.
day. We talk about that all the time. You know, certain brands are like, there was nothing out there. And so we tried to meet the market, and that's what they're going to do. So, okay. So a little bit more, this is kind of a splurge for most people, you know.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's
and
cheaper than some of the mascaras.
It was kind of a splurge for me. I don't usually spend like $20 on a tube of mascara. I'm kind of a go to the drugstore kind of person. I go to Walgreens and just buy a tube of mascara. I mean, that's honestly, I'm
yeah, but let's talk about this too. The drugstore mascaras have gone up in price as well because I went to buy, I don't remember what it was, some drugstore kind, because I think I was doing my makeup for something special, and I was like, I just want my go-to mascara to make sure it looks good on camera.
Right.
And when I went to get it, it was like $11.
Yeah, they're about
It was $11 or $12. So
now.
even for a junky, and I'm sorry to say that, but a name brand junky one that is full of gross stuff that we're putting
It's
on
still
our
gonna be about
eyeballs
10,
that I
$11.
still do sometimes.
Oh, I do too. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, like we're working on that, and brands like these are what changes that when they're high quality and they can make the transition because you've been wearing it and it looks. I think your eyelashes look really good. But those are the brands that make the jump. But it was $11, $11 or $12. So I mean, really, are you spent? I mean, it's double
really not
including the
spending
shipping.
much more,
But are you really spending that much more on?
Well,
something
and
clean?
almost every natural mascara that I've tried has been around, I would say $16 to $20.
Yep.
for a tube.
And the ones that I've tried in the past, they're not very pigmented. They may be natural, but it's like they get really flaky and they're just not dark enough to feel like I have to put on like 20 layers to get something to look.
I agree.
To look normal.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, cool. So mylittlemascaraclub.com.
Yes,
Okay,
and
cool.
Yeah, so that's all I have to say on that one. And now I'm going to transition into something
completely different.
On the other spectrum.
Don't eat this. But
Well, maybe you could eat it. I mean, it is a...
You might be able to, but probably
I'm
shouldn't.
I'm kidding. They don't say that.
These are some, if you're watching, this is called RIND, and they're, I had seen also ads for these
RIND.
a bunch of ads on social media for these as well, and kept seeing them. I was like, well, I'm kind of interested. I clicked on their site, and they, their shtick is that it's dehydrated fruit, but they leave the rind and the peel on it, so you're still getting all the benefits from the rind and the peel, but without having to eat it. So and I don't think there's
keep it real. Eat the peel.
There's no added sugar. There is still sugar in this because it's from the fruit, so you're not getting any added sugar. But
they do say 0 grams of added sugar, 4 grams of fiber per serving, and 120 calories per serving.
They're non-GMO. They're gluten-free, paleo-friendly. They're vegan. There's no sulfites, and they don't add.
They literally say nothing added, gently dried.
Yeah. So
okay, cool.
If you buy when I bought it, I got 20% off, and they'll send you that if you just sign up for the emails when you get on their page. And I got the variety pack that had 3 bags of each of the kinds they have.
Ooh, yes.
So they have one that's like a strawberry, which is literally strawberries and pears. They have one at that one's tropical, and I can't remember. I think it's got
this is orchard
or orchard. It's got like
persimmons, tangy peach, and red apples.
And this one's called strawberry, like strawberry but perry, and it's sweet strawberry, boss pear, and red apple.
They have another one that's which I'm sorry to say, I ate all the bags of these. So they have a tropical one that has like oranges and pineapple, coconut, and
watermelon
else.
or something, didn't it?
No, the other one is watermelon coconut, and I ate all of those first. I'll be honest, that one was my favorite.
Expand your rind. Entertain like a pro with a charcuterie board, but it says charcuterie board of rind and cheese, which actually would be really delicious.
That would be good.
Sometimes I can meddle a little bit in raw cheese. Everybody knows I'm dairy free, but they make really good vegan cheeses. This sounds delicious. The pear sounds delicious with a little bit of balsamic vinegar and some like Kite Hill cream cheese. Oh, that sounds delicious.
And so the good thing about these two is that they come in bags like this. They're vacuum sealed, but they have a resealable bag too. So that way you're not having to get another bag out to put them in. So and honestly, the watermelon coconut one was my favorite. It was literally like slices of watermelon just dehydrated. And there was 3 bags of those, and I ate all of those first, obviously. So I'm sorry I don't have that to show. Which, if you're listening,
so it comes in 4 different varieties. Is that correct?
What they have when I ordered, they just had the 4 different ones. Okay. They may have more, and I haven't gotten back on there to check, but they do discounts a lot because I send it for their emails, and they send out different codes occasionally for like 10% off or 20% off or here and there. I
love a good discount code.
As do I.
They are labeled non-GMO project verified, just so everybody knows, with the little butterfly.
And a good thing,
I think
these could be good for kids too, depending on their ages, because the rind is on it, so that would be something you need to be careful about.
Make sure they can chew.
Yeah, make sure they can,
because they are very chewy. But I think they're really good.
Well, that's the thing. When you first brought them to me, I was like, okay, because
what's so great about this?
Dehydrated fruit. We can find dehydrated fruit anywhere,
Yeah.
like any nature food store, or whatever would have this.
Yeah,
but I think the fact that they've kept the peels on, these rinds on, that is actually where a lot of fruits keep their nutrients,
right?
And it's very unappetizing to eat on raw fruit, you know?
Right. Well, you would never dream of eating the rind of a watermelon.
No.
Or even maybe, or the rind of an orange peel, like an orange peel.
Right, but not just like
not just raw.
Or like an orange peel,
Exactly.
Peel power, Mother Nature knows best. That's why
so you're getting all these extra benefits of nutrients and minerals.
More vitamins, antioxidants,
and it's nice
fiber.
Too, because a lot of, what I've noticed is a lot of times when they dehydrate fruit, it's always like them rolled in like a sugar or some kind of, you know, so you're not getting all the extra sugar too. It's literally just dehydrated and
let me just tell you, do they look like the pictures?
Yeah,
because they look really pretty. Yeah, like they look pretty.
It's not going to look like your regular dried fruit that you find like you know.
I seriously think that if you did a charcuterie board, I think it would look really pretty laid out.
It's pretty, and they.
Let me see something here too, because it says added like fiber. I mean, we've talked about how most of Americans, 70% of Americans are like dehydrated. Most of them are like
constipated,
vitamin D deficient, all this stuff. Well, another thing is most of us do not get enough fiber in our day.
Right.
And unless you're just sitting there drinking good old like fashioned some sort of Metamucil or something, you know,
Right.
I'd much rather get it through actually eating
Through
something.
food.
Right, whole food sources are always the best
right.
bet. We've talked about that a lot. Whole food source is always the best way because your
Yes.
body knows how to break it down best.
Nice. So this has the added benefit of more fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
You
going
know?
to say another thing I like is we keep the skin on our slices of the most delicious dried fruits to maximize taste and minimize waste. The result is a whole food super snack that's good for you and the planet, which I like that too because sometimes, you know, the processing of these things,
Yeah,
there are
can make
tons of
it-
added waste for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
my girls was like, Mom, will you cut the skin off the apple? And so if I do that for them, if I'm being super generous, I'll peel it off. Most of the time I make them eat it, but if they're really grumpy about something, I'll peel it off. But then I eat it myself, especially if you're buying an organic, you know, apple
Yeah.
or something, I'll
Yeah.
eat the skin.
Yeah, 'cause it's a lot of
that's-
waste.
It's a lot of waste. And that's where the nutrients are too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
cool.
Oh, and they actually, it is rindsnacks.com. So,
Rind snacks.
yes. And if you just type in Rind Snacks on Google, you'll probably find them.
We'll have links for you guys.
Yes.
How much were
and,
these bags? Do you remember?
I got 3 of each of them, and I believe my total was right around like $30. Might have been like 32 or something with shipping, but really not bad. So I guess that would make each of them about five or six of them. I'm trying to do math in my head, and I'm not.
Well, that's
quite there.
basically.
So
I mean,
that's really not
when I go to
bad.
like my local Whole Food store,
Right.
like they have not this brand, but they have dehydrated fruit in bags,
Right.
And it's basically the same price,
Right, but just remember, I want to make sure that there's a notation here. These are not freeze dried; they
No,
are dried.
Yeah.
So they have kind of a chewy texture to them.
Right. We did
And-
try those ones,
Yeah.
and it is chewy.
It's chewy.
not-
It's really yummy. It's almost
not
like a
crunchy.
gummy.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't
like a
tried
gummy.
either of these. I won't lie. I tried the watermelon
the
coconut
watermelon one
one,
was
and
really,
I tried to
really
buy
good.
those. They were super delicious. I ate the rind on there, and it tasted really good. It didn't
very
taste
surprising.
Yes, very surprising.
Yeah.
And they look beautiful. And the other thing is, if you think about by the time you buy the pears, buy the strawberries, buy the oranges,
Oh my
slice
gosh,
them
yes.
all up, get them in the dehydrator. It takes how many days to dehydrate them and whatever.
Right.
The price on those aren't that
Isn't
bad. By
bad,
the time
no.
you buy an organic item and non-GMO and move forward with that. So I mean, sometimes when we look at snacks, and it's like, well, I can buy a bag of gummies, for like a whole box for $6. And it's like, yeah, but that's nothing but juice concentrate.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
it's
added
literally
sugars.
sugar. It's just sugar and gelatin. And so I think this is a really great
has
thing
so much
for,
better health
for
benefits.
kids who alpha gal, people who have alpha gal, but they want that kind of chewy texture of a gummy bear.
Yeah.
But they can't have it. So
Yeah.
I think these are a
Yeah.
cool find.
These
Yeah.
are a really good find. Like I said, if you get on their site, they may have added more fruit by now. I believe just the 4 ones that I had were the only ones that they had. They may have more now. So if you,
Yeah, because this is kind of a newer company, right?
yeah, they're fairly new. So
And if your local Whole Foods market or natural foods place doesn't carry them, ask them to bring it in
Yeah.
and give it a try.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll work with you on things that you want special ordered in.
Ours does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
worked great, and even big chains like Hy-Vee, your local Hy-Vee. I've gone in there and asked for them to order stuff
Right,
in
they
for me,
have.
and they've done. And it's not like I have to buy the whole case. Like I'll say, I really like
Yeah.
you to order these in. How many do you want? They'll order them in for me, and then say, okay, well your 2 packages came in, and then they'll put the rest on the shelf. So
Yeah.
it's really cool to try something out, and then maybe if it goes over well, they'll keep purchasing
Right.
them, or
Yeah.
that way you don't have to have all that shipping and maybe all the flavors purchased on your own. So
Right.
encourage those places to order things in like that and see what they think, because a lot of times they want to work with you because they want your business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True.
And they
true.
need you to show them good products too, because they can't be everywhere all at
Right.
once either
Right.
on what is good and what
Yeah,
is
they're
not.
doing the
So-
day to day. They need your advice too.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
So yeah, with rindsnacks.com.
yes,
Cool.
yeah, rindsnacks.com. So,
Cool.
Yeah, you'll
All
have
right.
to give them a go.
yeah.
All right.
Well, we always want to tell you thank you for tuning in, because we appreciate your time and your energy with us. We know your time is precious, and we love to, share mascara and snacks with you, because while you're putting
Mascara
on your
and
mascara,
snacks.
eat a snack. But seriously, do, though. But seriously.
Yes.
So we always want to leave you with,
Be healthy.
Be well.
and God bless you.
If you like listening to this podcast, stop by curatedclean.com, where you'll find links to all the different ways you can tune in each week, along with details from each episode. While you're there, sign up for our newsletter for further information on each topic we cover. For video versions of each episode, check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, where you can find glimpses of all things behind the scenes.